because I'm not going to buy this argument that like these young girls were raped by what? Did they rape themselves? No, they got raped by people who are in powerful positions, and I want to know how many of those individuals are currently serving in our government in some role or the other.
Average American awake for 18 hours a day. How many minutes do you think they spend worrying about this stuff? Maybe they were raped, maybe they weren't. This is not what American families give a damn about.
Just to be clear,
they just don't
we do know that there were victims, so that's not speculative.
Him and his allies promised their base, we are going to deliver the Epstein client list that's going to take down all of your Democratic enemies.
Bring it.
Yeah, well, yes, bring it. Donald, please. Donald,
nobody gives a poop.
You don't give a poop, okay? Other people do, including people like me who want justice, and I want to know how many of those people are in our government.
I don't know about that.
About this. Epstein's still dead tonight. Still dead. All the people that have been really hurt by this actually were caught lying in the scandal, including a member of the royal family who was stripped of his titles, all that.
Say that again? All the people that were really hurt?
Yeah.
The people that were really hurt are the women, Kevin.
And I'm
the young girls.
Work with me on this, okay?
Okay, well, make sense, though.
No, I'm going to help you so much tonight. So at the end of the day, any of you cared about the victims, you wouldn't drag these women who are in childbearing years now, some of them having children, back into the limelight, back into the same story to expose them again to this hideous outcome because these guys...
If you don't,
so you want to do that,
do it to somebody else.
Them.
They could be doing it to somebody else
they
right
don't
now.
want you to help them anymore. They want to...
How do you know that? What are you basing
I know with certainty they'd rather live out their lives.
You've spoken to the victims who said they don't want justice for
talking about Epstein. You really think they want that now?
You're speaking on behalf of women, saying that you've personally spoken to victims who said they do not want justice for
no one. I'm just being pragmatic.
So then that is an irresponsible statement. You have no idea what these young women want.
If it was you, you'd rather get on with your life? Aren't you?
No, if it were me, I would want justice pursued. Here's who should be.
Money? What do you want?
Here's who should get on with his life.
The truth is out. There's a prisoner and there's a dead guy. That's the truth.
All right. I think these clips from Kevin O'Leary, among many others, are so illuminating to the massive amounts of fear that the people with all the wealth are feeling right now. Because what happens when people stop looking to the left and right and arguing over fabricated issues that mean nothing, and they start looking up and asking, who is pissing on my head? People don't want it for you to start saying, hey, groceries and rent and car insurance and health insurance and everything else is so expensive. Why is Ghislaine Maxwell, who was the mastermind of the sex trafficking ring that Epstein was a part of, why is she getting custom meals in prison? Why is she being allowed to play with a fucking puppy? Why is she allegedly using the warden as her personal secretary? She have her own personal reception area with snacks and drinks where she can have visitors come see her. Why is this news that broke this week happening? She, as of this week, is asking for her 20-year sentence to be commuted. Very clear when I say this was the mastermind of the operation, and her father is the key to every single thing we are seeing right now. Robert Maxwell and his ties to intelligence. He was a spy who worked with Russia, the United States, Great Britain, and Israel. One of the most famous spies in the history of the world, and when he died, he was given a state funeral. This man and this woman are the key to so much of this. Jeff Epstein was essentially a blow-up doll, right, to maintain relationships, to kind of, be in the boys club and get leverage on all these people. He was a tool that she used. It's not make him any less evil, but he was not an intelligent person, according to any single person that ever had a conversation with him. Elite individuals like Kevin O'Leary are so concerned about this because it is a unifier. It's something where people on the left and the right can all come together and say, look, this is not right. People like Kevin O'Leary try to pretend that they speak for victims and his buddy Donald Trump speaks for victims. Remember this.
Right. You see, and why you think they invaded Venezuela? A distraction, man. You see, these fucking devils are cooked. They are cooked. You see? See? Your devil daddy, he's so petrified and terrified. These motherfuckers frightened to death. You see? Esau, Edom, Adume, Mount Seir. You see? A total distraction, man. You see? And they gonna show you niggas, man. They gonna show you niggas. If you think what they did to Venezuela, which ain't nothing but straight hair, curly head, fluffy head niggas, you see, if you think what they did to Venezuela, you see, what make you think you niggas, us niggas, you motherfucking niggas, you see, what make you think your devil daddy ain't coming for you? You see? Yes. It's gonna come true. You gonna catch it the worst, you niggas, you black ass niggas, you dusty, crusty, black demon devil ass niggas. You see? But we can see, man, the men of the faith is nothing but a distraction by your devil daddy, Mr. Paleface. See? You got these Epstein files, bro. Human trafficking, sex scandal rings. You see? Pedo, human sex trafficking scandal rings. You see? And your devil daddy, Donald Trump, he down with this shit. You see?
That the fucking DOJ did not redact the name of a victim by accident while redacting pretty much everything else right in the documents. They do not care about victims. Kevin O'Leary is simply a pedophile defender.
Good morning, I'm Henadova. We are coming on the air with breaking news this morning. President Donald Trump announcing that the U.S. has captured Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and his wife overnight. The two have been flown out of the country, their whereabouts unknown at this hour. Officially, the Trump administration does not recognize Maduro as the Venezuelan president. Now, this capture coincided with U.S. military strikes in Venezuela's capital of Caracas. At least 7 explosions occurred. Now, this happened just after 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Witnesses say loud noises and airplanes could be heard in the skies above. Smoke, you see it on your screen. It was seen rising throughout the night from the hangar of a military base in southern Caracas. Another military installation in the capital is also without power this morning.
We are coming on the air right now with breaking news out of Venezuela where several explosions.
This is Baruch. It's the book of Baruch. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 30. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 30. Take a good heart, you see, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. You see, what name? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh Yahushai. You see, that's the name. You see? Yes, man. He's going to lead us, direct us, instruct us, and guide us, protect us. What the fuck? You see? These devils, they about to catch him, man. They about to catch him, man. Everything they did to the children of Israel, you understand? You see? His pedo, human sex trafficking, scandal rings. You see? Raping our women. Gutting y'all ass out, man. Selling your organs. You name it, man. It's a fucking cover-up. You understand? Nothing but distractions. Nothing but distractions. You see? He's the devil, man. He's all about death, hell, and destruction. And terror. Your devil daddy, Mr. White Man. You see? You know what I mean? Miserable are they that afflicted thee. See? You see? They gonna be miserable at a moment's notice. Did you catch that? Did you see that? Believe that? You see? These fucking serpents, these vipers, these cobras, these pythons, Adume, Mount Seir, Mr. Paleface. You see, you know, miserable are they that afflicted thee. You see, and that applies to the so-called black woman, his bed wench, number one dick sucker, number one sellout. Did you see that shit? You see, your bitch ass gonna be miserable with your devil daddy. You know why? Because when the serpent fall, the nigga woman, your bitch ass fall right with your devil daddy. You see, you know, miserable are they that afflicted thee. You see, and rejoice at thy fall. Exactly, man. And we witnessing and seeing it. You understand? You see, we witnessing the fall of the devil and his bed wench. The so-called black woman, believe that shit. You see, miserable are the cities which thy children served. Ooh. You see, what cities? The mother of harlots. Sodom of Egypt, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. That's the motherfucking cities. You see, that great whore. See, daughter of Babylon that never been touched, that will be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. What the fuck? You see, you know, miserable are the cities which thy children served. You see, yes, as slave niggas, slaves, your devil daddy, they gotta pay. You see, the red Hebrew Edomites, so-called white people, they gotta pay. See, they gonna be miserable at a moment's notice. Tremendously, enormously, abundantly. They bitch ass going into hardcore bondage, slavery, no mercy for Esau, Edom. You see, so-called white people. We ain't gonna show they bitch ass no mercy. You see, miserable are they that afflicted thee. You see, and rejoice at thy fall. Exactly, man. Salakia, verse 32. You see, Baruch chapter 4 and verse 32. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. You see, miserable is she that received thy son. See? See? What is that she? Daughter of Edom. That's that she. You see? The daughter of Edom. So-called white people. That's that she. You see? Miserable is she that received thy sons. Exactly, man. They ruined us, bro. They destroyed us, devour us. What the fuck? You see?
Have rocked the capital city there of Caracas. That is according to multiple eyewitnesses that NBC News has spoken to over the last several hours. Those eyewitnesses sharing firsthand accounts of those explosions. The Venezuelan government, for its part, has accused the United States in a new statement from overnight of carrying out the military attacks, condemning the strikes as what it calls extremely serious military aggression.
And there is a problem, I think, if he does go and stand trial in the United States. The problem is that he might not be convicted by a jury there, and that's going to be difficult for President Trump. After a daring operation like this, Americans like macho tactics. Trump will be very popular today. But I think there are questions about what happens down the line. What will a court do if Maduro appears in a court? And if they acquit him, that's going to be problems. What is the international community going to say? The UN Charter and international law is really clear. He's just done something that is completely illegal. And most importantly, what's going to happen in Venezuela on the ground?
Let's also bring you a tweet now from Pam Bondi. And she has said this: Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, have been indicted in the Southern District of New York. Nicolas Maduro has been charged with narco-terrorism conspiracy, cocaine importation conspiracy, possession of machine guns and destructive devices, and conspiracy to possess machine guns and destructive devices against the United States. They will soon face the full wrath of American justice on American soil, in American courts, on behalf of the entire U.S. DOJ, Department of...
Good evening. Tell us about it.
It was slightly busy, I would say. It was very dark all over, especially in Venezuela. The team did an incredible job. They rehearsed and practiced like nobody's ever seen. And I was told by real military people that there's no other country on earth that can do such a maneuver. If you would have seen what happened, I mean, I watched it literally like I was watching a television show. And if you would have seen the the speed, the violence, they say that, the speed, the violence, they use that term. It's it was an amazing thing. He was trying to negotiate at the end. You probably saw that. And trying hard to make a deal. And I said, this could have been a very foolish thing if it didn't work out. But I said, nope, we can't do it. What he did with drugs is bad. What he did with a lot of other things is bad. But what he did was sending hundreds of thousands of Tren de Aragua and drug dealers, and they emptied out their jails into our country.
Tonight, President Trump issuing a stern new warning to Iran, saying the U.S. is, quote,
This is Jeremiah 17. You see, Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 17. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 17. Be not a terror unto me. You see, thou art my hope in the day of evil. See, he's our hope, the Heavenly Father. You see, and we pray, man, we don't get caught up with the death, terror, and destruction in that day. You see, what day? That evil day. You see, it's up ahead, man. Front and center. You name it. The MOTB, the mark of the beast, something underneath, under the skin, clump of grain of rice on your brain. You see, be not a terror unto me. You see, thou art my hope in the day of evil. You see, let them be confounded that persecute me. Exactly. You see, Lord willing, man. These red dragon demon devils, these fucking serpents, these vipers, these cobras, these pythons, they bitch ass gonna be confounded. You see, full of derision. Your devil daddy. Esau, Edom, the devil the Bible speaks of. All these heathen devils, you see, they laughing at the children of Israel, man. Think about it. This devil main objective is to get niggas, us niggas, you motherfucking niggas. You see, let them be confounded that persecute me. You see, but let not me be confounded. You see, let them be dismayed. That's the key. That's the point. You see, that's the point. That's the key. They gonna be afraid, petrified, terrified. Frightened to death. You see, let them be dismayed. You see, but let not me be dismayed. You see, bring upon them the day of evil. What? See, you see, these evil ass motherfuckers, they don't think they ass about to catch it. But they is. You see, bring upon them the day of evil, dick sucking ass niggas, you and your devil daddy, and pants wearing ass nigga women bitches. You see, bring upon them the day of evil, you see, and destroy them with double destruction. See, they're gonna catch it, man. That's talking about quadruple. You see, yeah, his bill is Salakia, his bill is adding up. It reached the heavens. What the fuck? You see, he said double destruction, bro. Ooh, that goes into a quadruple, bro. That's frightening, man. That's terrifying. You see, man, we talking about the hell and terror and destruction, what they about to catch. You see, the wrath from the Heavenly Father. Did you see that? Believe that. See, bring upon them the day of evil, you see, and destroy them with double destruction. See, you see, these serpents, these vipers, these cobras, these pythons, these red dragon demon devils, they ass gonna get fucked up, man. You see, quadruple destruction, man. Can you imagine that? You understand? You see, I like to say, call Elohim La, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All praise Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Call Elohim La, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Kwam Yasharala, Prince of Power, yeah, Jerusalem, we up. Yeah, Jerusalem, we up. Call Elohim La, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All praise Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Shout out Israelite foreigners, specular birds, you strangers that look like a Mr. Paleface, that look like an Edomite, that look like a red Hebrew Edomite. Peace and love to you, peace and love to you. Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect, the women and men, children. It's going to make it to the kingdom. Double honors, apostles, and elders, and watchmen, and servants, and prophets, a great millstone, who I learned this truth from only through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Khan Elohim La, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Khan Elohim La, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All praise Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, and Lord willing, you brothers and sisters was edified. You see? So get ready, man. They about to catch it, man. Your devil daddy, his ass in a trick bag. You see?
Locked and loaded, vowing to step in if Iran kills peaceful protesters. His remarks coming amid widespread anti-government demonstrations in Iranian cities. Here's ABC's Maggie Ruley.
Tonight, an ominous warning from President Trump to Iran, saying the U.S. is locked and loaded and ready to go if the Iranian regime uses lethal force against protesters.
Prime Minister Netanyahu got what he came for today. I think he will go away pleased with this because he got Donald Trump to say that on Iran, which the Israelis believe is quickly trying to rearm its ballistic missile capability, but also its nuclear capability, on that, he got Trump to say that, yes, the American administration would be quite happy to whack Iran once again.
I hope they're not. I'll say it again and again and again. We've never had a friend like President Trump.
Prime Minister Netanyahu whack Iran once again.
I hope they're not trying to build up again, because if they are, we're going to have no choice but very quickly to eradicate that buildup.
So that was one tick in the box.
I'll say it again and again and again. We've never had a friend like President Trump in the White House. It's not even close. And I think you can judge that by not merely by the frequency of our meetings, but by the content and the intensity. I think Israel is very blessed to have President Trump leading the United States and else.
Tensions are rising between Iran and the United States after economic demonstrations turned deadly. President Donald Trump sent a major warning to the Iranian regime in a Truth Social post. It reads, if Iran shoots and violently kills peaceful protesters, which is their custom, the United States of America will come to their rescue. We are locked and loaded and ready to go. But Iran doesn't seem to be backing down after Trump threatened intervention. Ali Larijani, the Secretary of the Supreme National Security Council of Iran, responded by tweeting, Trump should know that U.S. interference in this internal matter would mean destabilizing the entire region and destroying America's interests.
Things are heating up in the Middle East, and while the mainstream media keeps whooping the same sound bites, something major is unfolding behind closed doors. Yesterday, Benjamin Netanyahu personally called Donald Trump. He urged him to end negotiations with Iran and join Israel in going to war. Trump refused. According to Israel outlet Haaretz, Netanyahu wants the U.S. to back an immediate strike on Iran's nuclear facilities, but Trump reportedly told him not now. He refused to give the green light and told Netanyahu to stop fueling public discussion about a possible attack. Now let's zoom out for a second. If Israel moves on Iran alone and the U.S. holds back, experts say Israel would last maybe 2 weeks before the region spirals out of control. And whether we back them or not, the world will still see America as guilty by association, which means the U.S. might get pulled into the fight either way.
I said, Mike, that we are fighting today the battle that the Maccabees fought. They fought for the survival of the Jewish people and the Jewish faith against an enemy that wanted to extinguish us, wipe us out from the face of the earth. We were fighting our battle, but we were also fighting the battle of civilization, because our civilization is based on the Judeo-Christian tradition. And if the Maccabees had failed, there'd be no Judaism, there would be no Judeo-Christian civilization, there would be no Maccabees. There would be no United States. There wouldn't be the civilization of freedom. So we decided to break a convention too, or create a new one. And that is to award the Israel Prize, which in almost our 80 years, we've never awarded it to a non-Israeli. and we're going to award it this year to President Trump. This was announced formally over lunch by our Minister of Education, who's responsible for the Israel Prize. It's going to be awarded to President Donald J. Trump for his tremendous contributions to Israel and the Jewish people.
Make America great.